the most iconic snake in the world, the King Cobra, coming up.
Subscribe now. Fangs in your face.
Hey, Austin Smith, Jeff McNally, and Chris Richards. Hey, thank you guys so much for your generous support. Hey, Andrew, this is the video you requested, brother. This is the King Cobra video. We're going to bust out King Diesel, give you an update on him. This is for the whole Venom squad. But Andrew, you requested this, so this one's for you, brother. Hey guys, the King Cobra, the longest venomous snake in the world. And let me tell you, we got some interesting tidbits for you about the King. I've been doing a little studying up and found out some new, really cool facts about Kings that I wasn't even aware of. But I'm gonna tell you, hang in there and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get King Diesel out. We gotta clean him and we're gonna feed him. So we're gonna watch him act like a knucklehead tonight. So you guys hang in there, we're gonna get started. Okay, hey y'all, we've got King Diesel all cleaned up. Let me tell you, Kings have a pretty good metabolism. He poops a lot, all right? But he's growing. He's growing in leaps and bounds. I mean, he's doing really well. He's eating a little bit of everything now. We have given him a few snakes, but he likes his rodents. He really does. But we're gonna give you a quick peek at him. We're gonna pull him out. And now I'll tell you, with King, oh, there he is, hooded up. When they're at this age, they would rather flee than hood up and stand there and hold their ground on you. But you'll notice once we put him in his cage and we go to feed him, he's gonna hold his ground, because that's home and they're territorial, you know. But and plus he likes to show his butt a little bit when he's in his cage. But let's get this long lean boy out of here. But you can see just how long he's getting. See, he's not showing any interest in Dina. She's back there waving an umbrella around trying to get his attention. And he would rather just come up to hook on me. But look at how good of a climber he is, okay? Kings are really arboreal. Kings will spend a great deal of time up in the trees. And I'm just gonna set him down like this and get him on this side. Like that. But being that, you know, that they're actually so good of climbers, they spend a great deal of time up high. Kings have great eyesight. I mean, they can spot another snake from like 300 feet away. I mean, he doesn't care about that. He ain't gonna pay any attention to you. He wants to get out and roam around a little bit. There he goes. There he goes. He's like, what is that thing, huh? What is that thing? Diesel? Look at your mama. He's like, I don't care. Just put me in my cage and give me some rodents, huh? But he's getting long. He's getting long and he's starting to brighten up in color. Male King Cobras get, I mean, they're sexually dimorphic, okay? Male Kings will get large. I mean, of course, I think the record was almost 19 foot, but you know, it's not unheard of for 16, 17 footers to be found. But the average is usually 12 to 13. But let me tell you, males usually exhibit the prettier color. They're actually a little bit lighter in color and they're bigger. They're much bigger than the females. They're heavier bodied, they're just bigger, more robust. And of course the males keep that attitude, you know, but he's like, oh, now you're gonna look at me, huh? There you go. All right, Diesel, it's time to put you back, Bubba. Let him crawl right back in his cage. And he knows his cage. He's no dummy, he knows home. His scent's in there, and he knows that that's a safe spot, okay? And let me tell you, keeping Kings, guys, I mean, you know, you watch some of the bigger ones, the way they act, and they don't enjoy us handling them. They're not, I mean, you know, even though Kings are intelligent, they do bond to a certain person. They get to know their keepers. They get to know their caretakers, okay? Go ahead, boy, get in your box. They get familiar with somebody, and Kings are very intelligent. Okay, you know, and King Cobra bites, you know, look at him. Now what I tell you, once he gets in his little home range, he's gonna change his attitude, okay? Hiya, buddy. Yeah, we got some rodents coming for you, but But let me tell you, in all honesty, kings are not a super aggressive snake. I mean, you see some videos or some of the wildlife videos, you see these big ones with their mouth open, they're growling. Oh, and by the way, king cobra is one of the only snakes that actually makes a sound, a low guttural growl, and they do it. It's a defense mechanism, okay? And it's, I mean, if you've ever heard a big one, and I've had some big kings in my life, and we had one that would growl at other snakes moving around in the room. It would hood up and watch other snakes, and we'd hear it from upstairs. This is when my whole facility was, we were living above my facility, and we'd hear it and just be like, what was that? In the middle of the night. And he's down there growling. It sounds just like that, don't it, D? But kings are not the monsters everybody makes them out to be. They really are a gentle, smart snake, you know, but they will stand their ground when they're threatened. And a bite from a king is fatal, okay? I mean, with anti-venom and everything, but bites are rare. Bites are extremely rare. Even in the countries where kings are from, let me tell you, they're enjoying some protection, okay? And I think in India, and well, you know, you got to hit Ram's site, you know, the King Cobra Conservancy, okay? And I mean, for good information on king cobras, the right information, the real information. I mean, Ram lives with kings, okay? But let me tell you something. Even where they're from, bites are very rare, but people are still killing kings, and kings are declining in numbers because of deforestation. I mean, poachers. I mean, people are still killing them and eating them. In some countries, they're revered and they're like gods. But if they see a real one, you know, kill it, you know. But, and I'll tell you, like in India right now, if you get caught killing a king cobra, you go to jail. It's like 3 to 7 years or something like that, you know. But I don't think that they're like strictly enforcing it, you know, because you can see pictures all over the net with these guys killing big king cobras and hold them up like, look at my prize, you know. So they need protection, and that's what Ram's working on. He's trying to educate everybody in these villages and all the different areas. I think he's got like 8 or 9 different stations for the King Cobra Conservancy all throughout the king cobra's range, which we'll pop a range map in there. But you know what's cool is the kings. Now this is new to me too. This, I tell you some stuff that I just found out too, reading some of Ron's literature, is that literally, now I've always been known like, okay, kings, you know, yeah, we've got our Malaysians or Thais, we got our Indo kings, you know, there's different little subspecies of them, but Ron believes that there's 4 to 5 subspecies, but they're doing some analysis, some DNA analysis from kings from all throughout its range, and they're thinking that they may even come up that it's 9 species of king. They're actually going to put the king cobras in their own like complex. It'd be the Ophidius complex, and with all the different king cobra species, which that's neat. So, but that's still in the works. They're still working on it. But anyways, we're going to feed this guy, okay, and let you get a good look at him, because when I had him out here, of course, he's spinning around on me, and like I said, you know what? They would rather get away from you than have to do battle with you, you know. And we're going to talk a little bit about king cobra diet and why I feed my king cobra rodents. Okay, let's get King Diesel a couple snacks here. Oh, you want to get it, buddy? Come on. And I'm feeding him today, guys, because Dina broke her finger. There you go, buddy. We were assembling our new grill today, and which I got a nice Christmas gift from my partner, Matt. He bought me a beautiful gas grill.
The Ferrari of gas.
The Ferrari of gas grills. And while we were assembling it, part of it dropped and it hit Dina in the hand, and she broke her finger. But anyways, now listen to that. He's in there huffing and puffing, and he's got his rodent. He's going to eat. I'm going to back up and let him eat it. But let me tell you about, now of course, King Cobra Venom, I mean, the yield is like 350 to 400 mLs per bite. It's crazy big, right? But what's cool is like the King Cobra Venom is actually being used to make some drugs here in the United States. The actual cobra toxin is being derived and making 2 different medications, okay? Now, one is a nerve blocker, okay? It's, I believe it's called Niloxin, and it's made strictly from King Cobra Venom. So, and that's kind of cool. But the other one has been around for a little while. It's called Cobroxin, and it's a pain reliever, and it's made from King Cobra Venom. And King Cobra venom is expensive. So the guys that are extracting king venom are making good money doing it. I would think so anyways. I hope they are. That's a dangerous job. But listen to him in there acting like a fool. Dude, eat it because I got like 3 more for you. But let me tell you, that's just neat stuff. But, you know, the thing with kings and feeding them, now we feed our king rodents, and he's been raised on rodents, and he's just a baby still. But I've been working snakes into his diet, okay? And I've been giving him colubrids, and he's been eating a few little ball pythons and things, but I will keep feeding him rodents. Because, you know, Ophidius, that means snake eater, okay? And now, here's the thing. King cobras, they're specialized eaters, and they're picky on what they eat. Now, even in the wild, king cobras, they'll pick a certain snake that they like most. I mean, and from what I understand from a lot of the research papers I've read, is like they prefer eating the local cobra species, the actual, you know, not just species of cobras, and they love all them pit vipers there, you know, and very seldomly do they take a berm or say a monitor, you know, that it's like a last resort that they'll eat a berm. I mean, you think about it, a Burmese python is a pretty formidable prey item. I mean, they're constrictors, they would give a king a pretty good fight, but they prefer to eat damn, you know, colubrids, you know, snakes that are eating rodents. So as they're eating them colubrids, like they're eating different species of cobra, they're eating a lot of arboreal pit vipers and things, they're eating snakes that eat rodents. So they're getting both. So they're actually getting both. They're getting the rodents that are inside their initial prey item. So that's why we feed Diesel both. We feed him rodents, and we work a snake into his diet maybe once a month. And I'll tell you something, kings can go a long time without eating. They can go very long time. I mean, one of my big adult kings, he went off feed for almost a year. He never lost an ounce of weight. He still drank water. He was perfect. And he just shut off. He just stopped eating. And I was worried about him. I ran fecals on him, did everything I can do. And, you know, we tested him for everything possible. And he was fine. He just went off feed. And then one day he just turned on and started eating again. And what he wanted to eat was rat snakes. And I gave him nothing but black rat snakes for like 6 months. But pretty neat stuff. But I'll tell you, what I find interesting, now this is really cool. What I think, you know, king cobras in captivity, you know, I've always kept them warm, okay? I mean, I keep them about 82 degrees, you know, we keep them warm, and it gets a little bit of a cool down at night. It'll get down to about 75, 77 at night, and I keep them with a nice high humidity. King cobras love humidity, and their habitat, you know, we're always trained to believe, you know, okay, it's a rainforest snake, scrub forest. They like agricultural areas where a lot of their prey items are migrating for the rodents. So here's what's neat. They just discovered, okay, in September of 2020, isolated populations in the Himalayan mountains. I'm talking about like 2,400 meters in height. I mean, that's way up there in the damn cloud forest. I mean, where it snows and freezing temps are like the norm. They found populations of king cobras up there. How cool is that? They have adapted to a cold climate. I mean, they actually found nests. So that's remarkable. Big boy, he's like, you back there moving around, pissing me off, huh? He's choking his rat down. We're going to let him choke his rat down here in peace for a minute. He's working on it. And we'll give him 2 or 3 more of them. That'd be a good meal for him. And then next week we'll give him a snake. But Diesel's getting big. He's been putting some size on here lately. You can hear him breathing heavy in there. He doesn't like being watched. The other day I'm in here working. He's hooded up at the glass for over an hour just watching me go back and forth. He's a nosy little dude. He wants to know what's happening in his snake room. But I'll tell you, you know, working with king cobras, I mean, they are just a fascinating animal. And Diesel here, he's going to be an exhibit animal. He's going to be an ambassador when we open to the public. He's going to be the guy that everybody wants to come see at Venomcentral. Okay, yeah, he's working it. He's about ready for a second one. Get it down, big guy. We're going to slide you another one. Of course, he's hiding behind that log and y'all can't see him, but as soon as he sees this next rodent, here he comes. He's coming in hot. Here, buddy. Hey. Get away from the camera, you knucklehead. Here, there you go. And I'll tell you, king cobras really are intelligent. You know, they really are a smart animal. Want to play tug of war here, buddy? You know, it literally is, besides crocodilians, the only reptile that constructs a nest. I mean, female king cobras build a nest using loops of their body, pulling in debris from the ground, leaves and things, and they construct a very neat nest to lay their eggs in. And this is interesting too. I just found this out. You know, I've always believed that king cobras will, you know, the females will always stay and guard their nest. But after reading some of Ron's literature, you know, they'll stay anywhere from 2 to 77 days, which gestation can be anywhere from 77 to 100 something days, I believe. But the thing is in certain regions, certain female king cobras, they'll build their nest, lay their eggs, they'll hang out a day or two, and they'll jet. They'll take off. They leave it to its own devices. And in other regions, the females will stay and guard that nest ferociously. I mean, so why? You know what I mean? What's the difference? How come some females will stay and guard the nest while others will build it, lay the eggs, hang out a day or two, and leave? So not all of them stay and guard that nest all the time. So that's pretty interesting. But still, a reptile that shows maternal instinct, that actually builds a nest and guards it, kind of cool, right? Dude, you're hiding in the back. You need to get up here. And if I move that camera to get in there closer to him, he's going to come blazing out of there and probably spit that rat out and try to get me. Okay, he's got that one down. He keeps dragging him in the back where we can't see him, but you can see where he's at. This is how smart this little booger is. He's looking at me and he's like, where's my next one? He knows we line him up like soldiers for him. Diesel, are you ready for another one, big guy? Hey, get up there and look at the camera. There he goes. Look at your snake, D. He's like, what is that big thing looking at me, huh? Hey, come on. Down here on the ground. And I'll tell you, like, I'll monkey with him like this. I'll make him work for it a little bit. It's just good enrichment for him to actually think he's chasing something and he's got to catch it. Then I'll go ahead and give it to him. There you go, buddy. Yeah, that's our little buddy Diesel. And I'll play tug of war with him a little bit too. That's kind of what a natural prey item would be doing, trying to pull away from them. You know, king cobras don't have really big fangs. You know, they got a small front fixed fang. You know, they're a protoglothic snake. You know, they're not a solonoglophus like a pit viper with the bigger tractable fangs. They got little spike-like teeth up front. There you go, big guy. He's like, all right. But you notice Diesel's starting to really lighten up, you know, and that's a characteristic of the true Malaysian locale of king cobra. And we've been feeding him and just backing away, letting him swallow in peace. He's so damn ornery, you know, he knows I'm standing here and he's just huffing and puffing, and he doesn't like us being this close when he's swallowing. I would imagine it, you know, it's kind of a vulnerable time for him, so he's not digging it, you know. He's got his mouth full, he can't defend himself, so we back up and give him his privacy, give him his space. Okay, well, Diesel's had his snack for the night, and I'm sure he's going to want to come out here and investigate the camera like he always does. And I need to keep my hands waving around back here to keep him. There he comes. What are you doing, buddy? He's like, what is that big eye looking at me, huh? And they really are an inquisitive, smart snake. Get back there, clown. Come on, buddy. But the King Cobra, they are just a fun snake to work with. I mean, you do need a lot of experience to work with a king. And like I said, they don't enjoy our company. They tolerate us. He is looking right at the eye of the camera. But like I said, they don't enjoy our company. They just tolerate us. And if you're lucky enough to get one that doesn't want to kill you all the time, you can enjoy their company. But hey, it's time for you to get back in there, Bubba. Let me get a snake hook here. There you go. All right, King Diesel. Time for you to go to bed, big guy. We hoped you enjoyed this video. Diesel. Hey, Bubba. He's still in feed mode. And one thing about King Cobras is they will eat. What's up, my buddy? Huh? He's such a little character. But they will eat nonstop. They're just machines. When they're in feed mode, they're in feed mode. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed this video. Checking out from Diesel's bin. Actually, we're getting ready for a new cage for him, guys. He's getting a bigger unit here very, very soon. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that V logo thing and subscribe now. And come on back to Venomcentral and track Diesel's growth. Because he's getting bigger by the minute. He can be such a little knucklehead. This is Willie. We're checking out. Later.